That's Jada. That's Jada. That's Jada. DJ Epps.
Hey yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
This is the opening credits, the way I start my shit off. We been getting money while these niggas been asleep, dawg. I'm so old school and I'm still playing leapfrog. Crawl before you walk, that's really what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all niggas and bitches will never learn. If you never have discipline, nigga, you never earn. Stay the fuck away from people who look for the blunt to burn. You know that family and friends always gon' fake like they concerned. And y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all can't tell me what I can and can't do. I walk through the fire with them Jordan 4s. Still in the game and they still rooting for the boy. Grown man boss, real nigga shit. Whoa. These niggas fake, man, they know I'm really rich. Money, no money, and we don't know y'all. We been really in the trenches, we got niggas on the yard. 23 and 1 and never see the sun. They been in so long, they never seen they sons. And it's the type of shit that we go through. Living on faith, man, and trying to be hopeful. A lot of dreams buried in the cemetery. The game they playing out here, y'all know it's very scary. I keep my heart cold like October to February. I'm trying to hit on every number like I'm Jerry. Go large or go home. I'm in the zone like I'm 2-3. And I'm playing with an attitude. Timberwolves, KG. I talk slick, nigga know that I'm nasty. And when it's wartime, know that we ain't trying to be classy.
Right now, the DJ Epps and Friends Show. Weeknights at 10 p.m. with live turntable mixes and interviews. It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
Father God, we first want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for those who are tuned in to this live at this moment. We pray, Lord, that whoever is tuned in right now, that you bless them. Allow them to have an enjoyable time. Allow them to be able to come on here and not worry about problems and not worry about what is going on, but we know that you are taking care of it. At this moment, at this time, allow people to feel loved, to feel peace, and to smile and enjoy. For you said, do not be weary of doing good. So I pray that everybody sows good and reaps good, encouraging one another and looking out for one another. In your holy name we pray. Amen. This is DJ Epps and Friends. Let's go.
What up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. You already know it's your boy DJ Epps holding it down. Live and direct for you and yours on the #1 DJ show on Instagram, on social media, period, man. So big shout to everybody on my Twitch, everybody on my Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I appreciate it. Everybody on Twitter was popping over there. Everybody over here, I appreciate you. Mouthpiece, what up, man? I see you, baby. You coming to that Coast to Coast yacht party, that DJ Epps yacht party this weekend or what? What we doing? Yeah, man. Everybody talking about the Coast to Coast DJ Epps yacht party this Sunday afternoon. It's going to be crazy, man. Yeah. You're able to pull up. The ticket is, of course, $250, but, you know, I'm pretty sure you got that money, man. If you want to come network, you want to come get your music played, you want to come chill on the yacht, drinks, food, everything, man. This Sunday, we docking at 11:30 in the morning. We're taking off at 12. So, yeah, you need to be on the yacht this Sunday with me. It's going to be a problem, all right? We're also going to be at the Coast to Coast convention all weekend long, all right, man? Tomorrow, my man Beamia is going to come chill with me for for Indie Thursdays, man. Indie Thursdays is going to be crazy. Tomorrow, Beamia will be in the building, all right? Also, my man Mike God, yes, Mike God, yes, public adjuster will be in the building because we got to talk about, you know, getting your house fixed. Got to talk about insurance and all that good stuff because with the hurricane that's passing through Florida as we speak, yes. It's affecting certain people. The storm is affecting certain people and all that. But, I mean, we're going to let you know how you could get your home fixed and make things happen. And don't forget this Saturday, all right, man? This Saturday, everybody's talking about Epps in the Metaverse. Everybody's talking about the new world. Everybody's talking about the new Eden. Yes, 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 yes. Club Kiss happening 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. It's going down live and direct. New Eden is the new world everybody's talking about. And at Club Kiss, 10 p.m., your boy DJ Epps about to come shut it down. Yes, and my family, Dada, in the building. Dada, what up, boy?
What up, Epps? How you, baby?
Everything good, man. We finally got you in the building. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties last time, man, trying to get in live, but you know how to do it. They can't keep us down. They don't want us to go live, Epps. What up, baby?
They don't want us to go live. You absolutely right, man. Let me see if I can get Rock. If Rock is around, man, we get him up in here too, so we can get started.
Star.
Yeah, so man, everybody's been asking, everybody's been waiting, everybody's excited. So we all gonna talk about it in a few minutes. But how's your day, man? Everything good?
Man, it's productive, man. Closing on a few things, trying to uplift a few, people. The everyday solution, life of a solutions expert. You know how we do, Epps.
Yeah.
Solve problems, baby. Try not to cause them, try to solve them. How's your day going?
It's going good, man. I found some situations in my house that I had to fix, so my house is a little under construction. But other than that, we're getting ready for our Basel. I got to go to New York, do a show next week. You know what I mean? So we're moving around. We good. But everybody's excited for this weekend, Saturday, inside the Metaverse at the New Eden Club Kiss, man.
Yeah, it's about to go down crazy. Epps is always an innovator. When the world got shut down, Epps went. People like yourself and other innovators went to the IG Live and started to turn up and bring a solution. You know what I'm saying, to the people at a time where we couldn't go out and we couldn't party, we couldn't enjoy ourselves, and we needed a little bit of a lift. You and D Nice and a few others, help create that solution. And what's going on right now is an extension of your innovativeness and, your ability to step out and be one of the first to do that, to have the kind of platform that you have. For anybody that doesn't know, Epps has been that guy in Miami. He probably broke more records than some major record labels have released, and your ability to be able to keep finding and pushing the envelope and finding new ways, through innovation, and through belief and being a journeyman and being an explorer to break new artists and break new records in new spaces. This is just a continuation, of you. So why not go to the Metaverse? Every company wants to be in the Metaverse. Every artist should be in the Metaverse. But what we want to do tonight, and please welcome my partner, one rock star right there. What up, Rock?
What up, Rock?
Good.
Yeah.
Everything good?
So So what we need to do right now is let's clear up the myths about the Metaverse, because there's a lot of them. I have a lot of friends. Some of them I know are in here right now. That are some of the most influential people in their spaces and in the world as a whole. And they don't understand the Metaverse. And I don't just mean, hey, you get some goggles and put the goggles on or whatever. Matter of fact, I got that goggle sitting right here.
Yep, I got mine right here. Right here.
And
I'm going to get those jibes. I see the new jibes. I'm going to get them.
What it is more than just putting on a pair of goggles, it's more than just going into, a virtual reality world. It's about a whole ecosystem that exists, and that, everyone is going to be a part of. And, the quicker that you become a part of it, then, your stronger your foundation will be in there. So making people understand all different, be able to look at all four corners of the room instead of hearing a very vague explanation to what it is. And, in this world, we don't move, especially the influencers, we don't move until we can move with conviction, and
right.
Education and knowledge is what, brings forth conviction, the ability to be, to move, in the kind of way that it's going to take to actually, make certain things become a movement.
That's what it is. Rock, how you doing today, man? How's your day, man?
Chilling, man. Working. Been in the Metaverse half the day. Editing videos.
I already know. Damn, where this nigga just go? He just, yo, that'll just be disappearing on us, man. I'm convinced Instagram been hating on Dada, man.
Crazy.
Let me see what the hell just happened. But yeah, man, you know, it's been a long day for all of us, you know what I mean? In Miami, we're both in Florida. Dada's over there on the West Coast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're both in Florida, you know. I was just telling Dada, you know, the weather out here is really shitty, you know what I mean? So, you know, we indoors, and I'm pretty sure you stayed indoors, just straight working and being creative and creating.
Yeah. We got the little hurricane that's right on the shores right now.
Talk to everybody about your role inside the Metaverse and what you do.
In the Metaverse, well, Horizon World itself, I do a little bit of networking, I guess you could say. I don't really get out much. That's house. So I stay building, yeah, man, and like just designing, you know, coming up with concepts and really giving a vibe that hasn't excuse me, that hasn't really been seen in Horizon Worlds. A lot of different metaverses for that fact.
And I said this the last time we spoke, man. Like I went, you know, world hopping, and I even got to see other types of apps. And man, what you created with the Dock of New Eden is crazy. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful.
Right.
It's gorgeous, man. And I already have some people that went to go visit, especially when you published it, and they was like, dude, that's some different shit there. You know what I mean? You know, can you give everybody your take on how you created this world? What was your inspiration?
As far as the docks in New Eden, the docks really it's the nightlife. The nightlife Eden. So you're gonna find well, it's at the docks, so it's right on the water, you know what I mean? So there's property, there's clubs, there's a mall, couple of things we can't talk about yet that are still there's a bowling alley. There's a few things. Nightlife, that's what the docks is.
How did you and Dada meet up?
Man, what, 10 years ago almost?
Yeah, about a decade.
Yeah.
Word.
Well, the way we met up though is like, it was crazy. It was actually, we met up through dogs. We both are dog lovers, and I don't know how many dog lovers is out there, but anybody who knows me, like really knows me for a long time, they know that I'm a huge dog lover. And you know, exotics. I like exotic bullies. I like American exotics. I like Frenchies. You know, I come from having pit bulls back in the day.
Right.
But I love all dogs, period. Animals as a whole, you know, and Rock, you know, he was into some of the similar, you know, dogs that I was into. And then Rock's girl was cool with DJ Hard Work, and we all connected to do a video edit. It was actually a video for like a movie trailer style video for a commercial for one of the studs, the dogs. And we connected. We had a good creative vibe when we were doing that. And then, you know, I started to learn about all of his the videos that he's directed, edited, shot, and colored, and put special effects on and all that stuff. I was like, man, you're crazy. And we got a good chemistry. So we just started working together, doing all different types of content, music videos, and things like that. That's kind of how I remember it. Is that about right, Rock?
That's exactly right.
And what happened with Rock is Rock was like, see, I you know, I manage artists. I do a lot of deals. A lot of artists come to me, and influencers and different people in different businesses, and they're always like, listen, you know, they'll bring ideas to me, especially innovative things and new things that, you know, they don't really have too many people to speak on that are experts, you know, in that space. I'll get a lot of those experimental things, and people will be like, Dada, what do you think about this? This person's offering this. Da, 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 da. So you know, I heard about the metaverse one too many times, and I was just like, yo, like, who is this? What is this like, what is? And then I remember, and it was started being some real numbers behind it. People were sending us some offers, and they were like, yo, we want to build this, we want to do this, we want to have this world for this particular influencer artist or whatever. And I was like, yo, hold on, who the fuck, like, who? I was speaking to somebody who was telling me some shit about this that I actually trust, you know? So I was like, I started reaching out for experts, and then I remember Rock, and so me and Rock got on the phone. I said, Rock, explain this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of the gatekeepers, just like there's other people that are probably on this live right now, you know, who are gatekeepers. And what I mean by that is, you know, people who have the ability and the influence to be able to get some of these influencers and companies and brands to actually do something. Because the only way that you're going to get people to do something that they've never done before is someone that they trust and value their, you know, their assessments and their opinions and their business, their understanding of business, you know, as a whole. It's going to take them identifying somebody that's, you know, in that space that can say, yeah, you need to do this, you know. So in order to even have a first mover, you have to have somebody who can influence an influencer, right? So, and Rock understands that, you know, I'm one of those people. So so Rock was like, yo, this is what this is. And once I understood it, once he talked to me, and we spent a few hours on the phone that night, Rock.
Yeah.
And I had a full understanding. And I was like, oh shit, this is the biggest shit in the fucking world. Now I'm like, I understand it, and I'm one of the people that understand pretty quickly. But I have a lot of friends that are also like that, you know, and then I got some friends that, you know, take a little bit longer to move. But I was like, once I understood that the purpose of it and the magnitude of what we're speaking about, I was like, we have to, you know, this has to be brought to those people. But in order to do that, there were certain things that needed to be laid out first as proof of concept on certain things and basically spelling certain things out. So then I was like, all right, Rock, this is what we need to do. And Rock was just like, Dada, if I could get you to come into this place, right, you'll see it. Your brain's gonna start going a million miles an hour. And I'm like, all right, cool. When can I come? He says, well, shit, as soon as you get the goggles. I was like, I just ordered my shit from Amazon. It's gonna be here in the morning. We went into the first inhabitable city in Horizon Worlds that next day. And that's New Eden. So Rock had this concept back in the beginning of this year. And then in March, Rock started putting together the city, and he started dropping worlds, what we call it, like little portions of the city, to where you can see the background and you can see, you know, the city in there. But as far as the actual city, you know, access to having, you know, access to the city, he didn't do that until I came in there, and we started kind of like figuring things out together, how, you know, what businesses we're going to put in there, what brands we're going to partner up with, and all of that kind of stuff. And that's what we're in the midst of doing now, is dropping sections of the city. And when I say that, the way that the metaverse was created was to be decentralized. Everything was supposed to be separated and free from big company data mining. Right. So what they did was they created the metaverse to where you could totally be isolated, right? And more secure, right? And more in control of your own space. So almost like a website, right, that you own, but imagine that website you could walk into and have a full VR experience instead of just looking at certain things. You could go shopping in the website and be walking around like you're going shopping at Best Buy. So I was like, all right, cool, but that's dope. But one of the problems that people ain't gonna be able to connect the dots with is people don't just appear at Best Buy. You know what I mean? We go in the car, or we get a call of Uber, or we go to, you know, whatever, you know, walk or whatever, you ride a bicycle, whatever you do. You get there, and then you leave out of Best Buy, and you might go get something to eat in the other end of the parking lot. You know what I mean? At Applebee's or something, right? Or you might go stop at KFC or whatever it is that you do, right? That's how we consume things, and that's how we can wrap things around, our mind around things in the real world. So I was like, so Rock understood that as well, and he was like, well, that's why I'm big on the city, and that's why da-da-da-da. And Rock already had sold some condos and everything. People were living in the city, and that's why we say inhabitable. There are some people that were doing some other things. Rock's was first. But then some people came there right after. But, you know, Rock was actually, people were buying condos and stuff and living in the metaverse in his city. When I say living there, their virtual self and their virtual house, that was their virtual crib that they went to once they put those goggles on, and they're in a whole nother version of their life.
Right.
So that's kind of the whole concept of the metaverse was to be decentralized. To round up what I'm saying, the whole concept was to be decentralized, and that's why there's a platform called Decentraland. Decentraland is doing horrible, right? And it's because of the fact that it's trying to stay separated. When the way that we are in the real world is we're a community. We lock in. We need to see that there's, there's a reason why there's a Fifth Ave. There's a reason why there's a Fordham Road in the Bronx. There's a reason why there's a Rodeo Drive. We don't just go to some place that just sits by itself and there's nothing else around it. So what Rock's idea was initially was to take. So what Mark Zuckerberg did. The difference between Mark Zuckerberg. Now, let me rewind. The metaverse, the main platforms for the metaverse is a virtual reality version of the real world, right? The top platforms within the metaverse are Mark Zuckerberg's Meta Horizon Worlds, VR Chat, and what's the other platform? Sandbox, right? Now, Sandbox, I see you got your goggles on. Now, Sandbox is the stuff that you see what Snoop Dogg and is doing and all of that stuff. He's on the Sandbox platform. When you hear people saying Mark Zuckerberg has lost $70 billion or he invested $70 billion into something and it ain't working, that's not true, right? We don't have the tools. The media doesn't have the tools to even be able to quantify what the value of what Mark Zuckerberg is invested in is even, right? So people say, oh, yeah, he's lost money. Based on what? You can't see something because you don't see anything tangible that you can measure to say what this value is, so you say he lost money. Why would one of the richest people in the world and the most influential person has all of the the biggest apps when it comes to, or platforms when it comes to social media and communications, keep dumping tens of billions of dollars into something if it wasn't working? It doesn't make sense, right? Now what's happening is, with the popularity of Meta Horizon Worlds, which is Mark Zuckerberg's platform, which is a freemium platform, right? With the popularity of his and the growth of his freemium platform, it's bringing down the value of the people who are charging to get into to buy land in their platform.
Right.
So in Sandbox, they got, I believe it's called parcels, whatever. It's basically like buying like acres of land, right? The prices of the parcels are plummeting because more people are going to the free platform. So it's not that that because Sandbox's parcels are going down and how much they're valued at from where they were months ago or a year ago or whatever, it's not that the metaverse is doing bad. It's that platform's parcels have to drop in price because there's another freemium platform, another platform that's skyrocketing that is free. So yeah, people are going to choose free over not free, And that doesn't mean that the metaverse is doing bad. I mean, Sandbox is doing bad.
Right.
Yeah. So in Mark Zuckerberg, his whole thing, and Sandboxes is too, but Mark Zuckerberg's whole concept is, I need to centralize what is supposed to be decentralized. Just like when Snapchat was made. DJ Khaled is the one who blew Snapchat up. It wasn't created to do shit that Khaled was doing.
Right.
Khaled took it and did his own thing with it, and he showed something that it could do, or he exploited something that it could do that other people related to, and then it ended up blowing up and being one of the biggest social media apps in the world and most valuable ones because he did something that technically was wrong. The people who created it that's not what they wanted them to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the metaverse, even though it was created to be decentralized, the platforms that you're seeing that are winning the most are the ones that have a centralized thing, So Mark Zuckerberg is building a community, and to be short, what we're doing with New Eden is about even concentrating and centralizing it even more and creating a city that you can it's basically like a geographical city where you could point your finger at, saying this place or this club or this comedy show or this mall or whatever is located in this particular city at this place. And so we're bringing it even more centralized. So if what Mark Zuckerberg is doing is working, then in all logic, then what we're doing is going to continue to work. It is working. It's going to continue to work as well.
is all that stuff that's happening with Mark and losing billions also has something to do with letting go some of his staff that was recently reported?
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like that's happening around the world. Like, Elon Musk just laid off a whole bunch of people too.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean anything's wrong with Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we're in a recession, and
Mm-hmm.
people are trying to, I hate people are like, yo, Dada, man, the price of gas is up, the price of produce is up, the price of this is up. I was like, yo, there's no such thing as everything being up. That means our dollar is down. But the U.S. won't admit that our economy is jacked up, and they keep making it look like everything's just expensive, like it's just going to go away. Like, nah, there is no such thing as everything's up. Our dollar's down.
It kind of reminds me of the radio world. Around this time, iHeart, Cox Radio, they be letting go people. So I guess it's something like that.
They're getting ready, and they're getting ready for a recession. Even when you walk in right now, you go, and a lot of these companies, they use these things as an excuse to lower their overhead, to lower their payroll. Like, I go into Bank of America, and I'm like, yo, it's packed as hell in here, right? And there's one or two people working at the window. There's 8 windows.
Right.
And they keep telling me it's the pandemic. It got nothing to do with the pandemic. Y'all got a line wrapped around the joint. Y'all just don't want to pay no people, and you got the excuse now to do that because of COVID. And now we're running into a recession. They know they're making preparations for next year. And what you're also going to see is a lot more businesses popping up in the metaverse. There was a boom, and people were getting goggles back in the pandemic because you didn't have to leave your house because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. You could stay safe, and that's one of the beauties of these the metaverse and these goggles. More people need to get it, and they need to get into the virtual space in the virtual universe and create business and monetize within there, because this is not just a game. People think it's a game because kids love it. Kids love it because they're up on shit before us. You know what I'm saying? You could play games and do a lot of shit in there, but no, people are making real money in the metaverse. Right.
And I'm about to get into that in a second. Everybody, if you just chimed in, man, there's my guy, Dada World. You can follow him at Dada World.
Dada Worldwide?
Yeah, Dada Worldwide, excuse me. My man, Rockstar. He in the building, you know what I mean? Y'all know Rockstar. Everybody, if you just tuned in, please share the live. Share the live. You want to buy a badge, more than welcome to. I appreciate it. But big shout to J1. A lot of people from Denver, Colorado in the building. I see y'all. Shout to
Brooklyn. J1?
Yeah, Brooklyn Band's in the building. Shonda Nicole was popping. Divine, our girl Divine in the building. You know what I mean?
Divine, what's up, Metaverse?
Yeah, Missy Knox. DJ Corrupt, what's up? Swayze Styles. Yeah, everybody
DJ
in the building. We appreciate everybody chiming in and whatnot. Zorenzo, Mama Joe, we see you. So everybody, if you are wondering how do you get these Oculus goggles, you could go to Amazon and order yours immediately, right now. Get yours. You could get the Oculus 2, right? The Oculus 2.
Quest 2. The Oculus Quest 2.
Oculus Quest 2. And Dada just recently bought the Pro.
Yeah, Rock got his coming too. What's the Pro right here?
Yeah. Like the Pro is bananas. The Pro, you could actually keep it on. You could see your regular room, but still work on your projects and whatever you're doing in the metaverse. You could also go to your nearest Walmart, Target, GameStop, and go pick up these Oculus 2 goggles. And guys, man, I suggest you do it, man, because this is the wave. This is the future. This is the new thing. And my guys built a world in there. It's called the Dock of New Eden. Rock, why don't you go ahead and explain some of the features inside the Dock of New Eden?
Some of the features, we could go over a few of the worlds that are, well, let's call them establishments, because that's what they are. They're not, they're worlds as and to Horizon Worlds, because that's how it's put together. But in our city, they're establishments because they're buildings and everything connects. Everything, you can go from one spot to the next, to the next, to the next, go out on the street, meet people, go into an establishment, meet people, meet up with people, hang out. There's a lot of things to do. So in the docks of New Eden, you can actually go to the bowling alley. You can go to 3, 4, 5 clubs over there. There's a yacht party that's about to start kicking off. What else? What else we got over there?
Domino's.
Domino's
is launching probably tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Shout out to Price.
Yep. And we got the mall over there. There's some penthouse properties over there. It's a lot. We're working on a whole lot. So it's like everything's all scrambled. Everybody that knows me in there, they already know. Like, I hardly ever come out, and I hardly ever come out because I'm constantly building. Oh, new idea. Okay, so that means we got to go over here. Okay, let's put this sector over here. This is going to be here. You know what I mean? Because it's really actually building a city. Like, everything that when you go out and experience, like if you go to South Beach, you go to Vegas, or you go to New York, or wherever, those different things that you see when you're walking around, moving around to these different places, you got to make all that stuff in there as well for it to feel immersive.
Big shout to Young Wildin. He's asking, how do you move around? Well, basically, once you get the Oculus goggles, you're also going to get these controllers that allows you to move your body, move around, you know what I mean, fast, slow. You'll be able to, grab some things, play some here, play some there. You could do a lot. Anything your mind could imagine, these are your hands. You're going to be having these controllers, and you're going to be able to do what you got to do and move around inside the metaverse, inside any world. But the New Eden, the dock of New Eden, inside there's something called Club Kiss. And this Saturday, we are about to come shut things down. One, I'm going to take it back to what Dada was saying earlier, how he met Rock and how Rock had to explain to him what was going on. As they did that, I guess a couple of months later, Dada had to do the same thing with me, everybody. He had to explain to me, what's going on, how it's going on. And he already sees what I'm doing on my live, DJing, talking to a bunch of people, celebrities, and so on, making a show. So he already told me that I was ahead of my game, and I'm ahead of most of these DJs, and I need to come join them and be part of this. And I said, no problem. So immediately I went to GameStop and got my goggles, and, he started walking me through what's going to go down and how it's going to go down. And right about now, one of the clubs inside the dock of New Eden is called Club Kiss. You guys going to love it. We're going to open up 10 o'clock Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right, 10 p.m. Eastern. All around the world is going to be joining us. I got people from Finland, Germany, from the West Coast. They coming to join in and party with us. This is a big place. We're going to have a big party, and we're going to network. And, I got to tell Rock how I want my turntables, and he designed it flawlessly. Like, yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? I posted up early so everybody could see, what I'm working with. You know what I mean? A lot of people was amazed. Some people in my DM was like, yo, how do you get the turntables and mix it to look like, hey, relax, all right? You know what I mean? I'll show you later. But, go out, and whoever want to take on this, but please explain what people could expect at this party that's going down at 10 o'clock Saturday inside Club Kiss in New Eden in the Horizon World.
I could take it. What's going to happen is, it's going to be the first time that we've seen, a world-renowned performing DJ in Horizon Worlds in New Eden. And
I heard I'm one of the first celebrity DJs.
Yeah. Now we have some dope DJs in the space, that are doing their thing, and respect to them, but Epps, DJ Epps, if you ever been to an Epps event, you know what that's like. And this is what it's going to take. It's going to take people like Epps. It's going to take other big influencers and people that have a voice to amplify what's going on in there. And the more people learn about it, the more people are going to get on board, and the more people are going to, you know, tell a friend to tell a friend. What's going to happen is DJ Epps is going to act a fucking fool like he normally does, except this is going to be the first time that anybody's going to be able to see DJ Epps act a fool as a fucking avatar DJing live. Now there's been some like shit with some DJs and shit DJing in the metaverse, but it's been like a recording of them doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're still looking at a human being. No, DJ Epps' avatar is going to be there rocking the crowd and giving the people a real show. So there's going to be some important people in the building. You know, there's going to be some people who are not even in the metaverse making it, you know, an appearance. You know, this weekend just got their goggles. You know. I don't know if Jiggy's in here, but Jiggy from the Source, he told me that he's trying to come out. He's waiting on his goggles right now. He just texted me this morning. There's so many important people, man, that I think are going to be in the spot, and then and that's going to be it's going to be a hybrid between that and some of the important people in the community that's already in Horizon Worlds, because you know a lot of these people open up the community to me. Rock is one of the first, you know, people, but me, I kind of came on to them late, you know, even though to the rest of the world it's early. They already knew each other, and they already have like cliques and communities and things that they're doing together, and networking events and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of came in as a new person, and everybody pretty much embraced me. Now some of that is because, you know, Rock has had amazing relationships that already were there, and then some people just met me and they just kind of embraced me, and there's like a feeling of a sense of community and family in that space. And people, you know, want to, you know, they want it to grow, and they want it to be bigger, and they want it to be, you know, the whole world. When I say bigger, the whole world. There's already, you know, a lot of people in there, but they want it to be to where we getting Facebook numbers, like, you know, 1.4 billion people. I forget what the study was. I think they said either by 2025 or 26, 1 in every 4 people that you encounter is gonna be in the metaverse. You know, if that is accurate, if that ends up happening, more people are on. There's gonna be more people in the metaverse than more people than the people that are on Facebook right now or Instagram. You know, this is where it's going. Every single company that I speak to, every major brand, they're all trying to figure out a way to get into the metaverse, and there's a lot that have. Balenciaga's now in the metaverse.
Yes.
You know, the NBA is now in the metaverse. Prada. You know, Wendy's, and you can't even eat in the metaverse, but Wendy's is in there. So it's like, and there's so many other companies, and there's so many more that are coming. You know, Post Malone just did a big concert series in there. You know, the movie Nope. Nope with Keke Palmer and Jordan Peele. They just did a whole movie launch thing in the metaverse where they recreated the whole house that they use in the movie in there. There are things happening in the metaverse that, you know, people outside of the metaverse really just aren't privy to. Is being kind of customized for the people that are in there. But what you don't have is there's no major artists that are launching for the metaverse. I was just talking to King Buck earlier, right? And if y'all
shout out
don't
to
know
King Buck, he's somewhere in here. I saw him in here.
Like, you know, he's an established artist and doing his thing, and I was just like, yo, every time one of these platforms, anytime there's a big social platform to come out, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or, you know, what's the name of that what's the name of that MySpace and all of that shit, there's always going to be a group of people that become like the influencers of that platform and blow up and use the platform to blow up. This is like an opportunity for aspiring artists, actors, actresses, you know, businessmen, fashion designers, everything from pastors to no matter what it is that you do, this is a way for you to be one of the first and the foundational bricks into something and blow up as the platform continues to blow up. You can be the next big rapper that was discovered through the metaverse. That's going to happen. There's no question of if, it's just when, right? So everybody should be trying to get their music in there. You have a whole you have a whole community in there that's thirsting for opportunities, thirsting for new content and new music and new influences and leaders in that space. And the leaders, I have to call on you guys to come out and be a part of this. People like, I don't know if Neo's in here. I think somebody said they saw him. Like it's gonna. You guys gotta come in here. You know what I'm saying? And do what Epps is doing. And once that happens, then it's gonna be like, it's gonna be flooded. And then everybody who's trying to get in after that floodgate opens up, they're gonna be like, damn, I got there too late. And and that's what's happening right now. The people that are in there right now, they built this world out. You can't bring nothing into Horizon Worlds. Everything that's in Horizon Worlds was built in Horizon Worlds. So you can't like use some software or whatever and get some like create a car or a house or something and just import it in Horizon World. No, you got to literally build it in there. So if you can't build, which most people can't, you got to go to somebody like Rockstar, you know, or one of the other builders in there to create these things. And there's a lot of, you know, creative people. There's a lot of smart influencers, talented people, singers, rappers. I was just talking to one of my boys who's he's a CEO and chairman of a record label, of a major record label, and I was like, yo, you got like a bunch of artists. You got thousands and thousands of artists in there with no outlet, no way to get a record deal. I'm speaking to lawyers. I'm talking to Joel Katz a few days ago, who was the biggest entertainment attorney in the world, and I'm like, yo, Joel, like, he's like, what's going on in there, Dada? What is it? And I'm like, no, this is it. Like, you guys got to set up an office in here. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm speaking to Jermaine Dupri, and I don't know if Jermaine is in here. What, I ain't trying to put him on blast, but I was like, yo, you know what the Metaverse? He was like, what is it, a bunch of motherfuckers in there jumping around and shit? I'm like, no, motherfucker, this shit is like some real shit happening in here. And Jermaine's like, well, shit, I'm down. Like, how do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Jermaine's also a first mover like you. He's one of those people that are innovator and is always thinking to push the culture forward. What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna piggyback off what Brooklyn Bandit said, that we are gonna be straight pioneers of this shit. You know what I mean? Once people realize that, yo, damn, they're making noise in the metaverse. What do you mean they're making noise? Listen, Epps just had a party and nobody had to leave their house. You know what I mean? Jermaine Dupri just had a listening party, you know what I mean, at club levels, and everybody was there, you know what I mean? And they had their avatar, they had their, you know what I mean? I definitely believe we're going to be pioneers of this shit, you know what I mean? And that's going to be real big for the metaverse.
And also, real quick, just so, you know, for any kind of avoidance of doubt, Epps is the docks of New Eden. You pinned the post, and it says singular. It need to be changed to plural.
Yeah, let me fix that.
And go ahead, Rock.
If you're in VR, if you're in Horizon Worlds, you can go to the docks of New Eden.
You can go to the docks of New Eden on IG. You can go to New Eden VR. These accounts are new, by the way, so if you go there and you're like, is this the right one? No, these things just literally all of this stuff is new. All of these things, you know, we're bringing is brand new and fresh. You know, you can also follow me. I'm Dada Worldwide. You can follow One Rockstar. But the best thing that you could do is, and you could DM me or Rockstar, like, go get yourself some goggles, right? You can go get these big $1,500 joints if you want it. You can go get the consumer ones, which are like $400, I think, or something like that. And then they're not expensive. It's not an expensive investment. Treat yourself to a present. But if you think it's something where you're like, oh, I'm gonna just use my kids, they're not gonna want you to use it. And if you get the goggles and you think you're gonna let your kids play with it, your kids gonna try to take it. And this is real life shit. This ain't no game. You know what I'm saying? Now you can play games in there. I play spades, right? And I play dominoes.
Man, you are a spades lover, boy. Every time I roll up in there, yo, you up in there whipping somebody's ass.
Yeah, you know, I be trying, man. I try, but you know, and there's a community, there's a sense of community in there, and it's like, it's crazy because it's like you don't realize how much energy you get from like a virtual experience like that, where you can actually, you know, catch a vibe from these people and build a relationship and rapport, knowing somebody is on some bullshit or they're a good person or whatever. Like, you catch vibes through this virtual experience. Shit is crazy, like shit that I've never thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm experiencing. Like, I'll see somebody, I'm like, man, I don't fuck with this person. I don't like, and it's just like I would in real life. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know, there's certain rules that can be bent, and there's some ones that can be broken. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a virtual world, like, you know, like I went to a club, right, in the metaverse, right, and there's a bunch of shit going on right now, clubs, comedy, club, all types of shit, and I was in the club, and this girl had a sign over her head, her avatar, and it said "single as fuck" or some shit like that, right? And I was just like, yo, what if somebody could really do that shit in real life? Like you walk into a club and you could tell, oh, this girl got a man, this girl's single. Like that shit would make shit a lot simpler, easier, make a lot more sense.
Right.
You know, but you can't do that in real life, you know, but you can in the metaverse. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to do a music seminar in the metaverse. It's like I got a lot of my people who, you know, have great information I speak to every day, A&Rs and record label heads and all that kind of stuff. There's so many artists and stuff in there, and it's like, yo, if I want to do a physical seminar, music seminar, and bring, you know, artists out, aspiring artists, and teach them about the game and have like a panel, it takes a whole production to do that. Like, say if I'm in Vegas or LA or New York or Atlanta, I got to get everybody to come there. We got to plan for this one day and build up to this thing. And if anything happens, if weather gets fucked up or whatever, the shit is crazy. In the metaverse, I could literally be like, yo, I don't care if you're in London and you're in LA and you're in Atlanta and I'm in Texas. We can jump on right now and we can do this presentation and this seminar. Just the ability to meet with people, to do. Can you imagine doing studio sessions where you don't have to actually schedule to be in the same city? Right. This is the type of thing we're talking about. Like, oh, you want to record? Let's meet in the studio in an hour. Yeah, but I'm in France and you're in LA. Well, it doesn't matter because we can just put the goggles on, meet in the studio, and and the engineer could be in Atlanta and he could record the session. Like this is the type of thing that I'm describing when I'm saying this is the future. Like it's the now and it's the future, and there's nothing else even remotely close to being this groundbreaking, this you know, game changing. Like this is the gold rush, the fucking .com era, the fucking cryptocurrency explosion, fucking prohibition and all that shit wrapped up into one. There are going to be more millionaires made from the metaverse than all of those fucking things combined.
And Divine said it right, man. It's instant connections, man. You could do it all. You could make it all happen inside the metaverse. Pull up in the world, man. You know, have your own office, have a meeting. You know what I mean? You know, labels, artists could have a meeting without even taking a flight out, man. I remember recently going into some girl's salon, and she has a whole classroom, and she's teaching how to do nails. You know what I mean? It's gorgeous, man. Whatever you put your mind to, like Rockstar told me one time, you can make it happen inside the metaverse. Big shout to Bass Drop Radio in the building, man. We all should be on their podcast soon. Hopefully, you know, very soon, and go talk about our world on there. Big shout to CEO Cody Patrick as well. I see you, Blue Checker.
Yeah, there's a lot of folk in here, man. There's a lot of folk from Horizon Worlds.
Yeah, man. Listen, I spent all night for the past 2 nights. Went dumb. Whoever had VR on their Instagram or I sent them the flyer, man. I went dumb, and I love the fact that they didn't even know me, but everybody reposted. Everybody reposted, or they took it off my page and posted it on their own. And I'm like, you know what? Inside this community is dope. It's real and it's dope, and everybody is one. You know what I mean? And that's what I really enjoy about it. And I really can't wait to show the people not just my talent, my music, but my avatar, how it's gonna be very different from other DJs that you see inside the metaverse. You know what I mean? Like you know, you're gonna see my other bot, which I call my manager. You know, he's gonna be in the building with me. But you're gonna really see DJ Epps really rocking the party inside of a club, inside the metaverse, and I really can't wait to show a lot of people that. You know what I mean? And anybody that want to book me, Dada is the person to link up with, man.
Yo, Chris Bentley, that studio design, studio boss, that dude right there who just joined or just seen join, he is the #1 studio recording studio builder in the world. He is the best. Every time you see a studio that looks like a spaceship or something in Miami, he built that studio, House of Hits, right? Anytime you see anything that looks cutting edge, modern, Chris Bentley. And it's funny that Chris just came in because Chris, you and I need to get on a call. I owe you a call. But that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Like we're doing a recording studio in the metaverse, and we're partnering. Rock is building the studio with the #1 studio builder in the world, and that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to bring to the table in the bar that we're trying to set. There's got some nice studios and stuff in there, but what we're about to do with Chris is like a whole next level. And just and for you guys to understand what I do, you know, I'm a glue man, I'm a connector, I'm a vision guy, and I'm a solutions expert. I'm also creative, right? I don't build anything with my hands. That's Rock. Rock builds everything, but we sit down, we conceptualize everything together, we plan out everything together, and we go through the different stages of the process together from a creative standpoint. And even though he doesn't do some of the things that I do on, primarily, he's also involved in strategy and the things that, that I kind of take lead on. So we work together and we have great contributions. Psychotic Psy was also very influential and contributed a lot when it comes to things inside of New Eden. Got to shout her out. We got to shout out. It's so many people on the team, and there's so many people coming to the team. Even like DJ Hard Work as well. He's doing some stuff and putting some beats and stuff like that for the rappers to kind of rap to in there as well. And he's been contributing as well. We're shooting sitcoms. We got some stars both I haven't even told the people in the Metaverse yet. I've been grabbing people from outside of the Metaverse, bringing them in, and we've been discussing sitcoms and TV shows and stuff like that we're going to be shooting all in the Metaverse. Like literally, you'll be watching a sitcom and it'll be nothing but avatars. It won't be a real person. And I actually want to start recruiting some of the people. I'm meeting stars in there. There's this guy named Fireball, right? I haven't even said. I just spoke to him earlier today. And I think Rock probably heard me talk about my assistant, Sonda. She's heard me talk about, like, there's people that's like, yo, like, stars in there. Like, Fireball's a star. He don't even know. I know because y'all know that's one of my biggest talents is being able to identify talent. He's a fucking superstar. He's a walking motherfucking Bernie Mac or one of those motherfuckers. And he's in the fucking, but it's crazy because I know of any one of my boys that do movies or films, and I know there's a lot of people that's in here right now that could be on here right now that I know follow me, that do, everybody from the guy that did, the Godfather of Harlem to, the person that runs Issa Rae's company and does all the radio production stuff. You guys got to get in there too because you'll meet these people and you'll be like, oh shit, this motherfucker's a star. You don't know what the fuck he actually looks like in real life, but that motherfucking voice and that avatar and his mannerisms and what he's doing is crazy. And it's just funny because you see different type of comedy is shit that you don't even see in real life. You can make a motherfucking head spin around. Like you seeing that nigga head just spin around or his arm just stretch out like Plastic Man. This shit crazy. And it's a whole nother type of comedy, and it's like I want everybody to understand and me. I'm impressed, and it takes a lot to fucking impress me. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot. I see people, oh man, Dada, you think about this. Anybody who knows me will tell you, it takes a lot to fucking move me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moved, and it's not just Fireball. There's a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a dude right now that's commenting. I know he's a fucking spades player too. Fuck. Damn, his name left. But anyway, they in here and they are waiting to be discovered and developed and create new business with them to be able to monetize. There's builders that are making great things. Rock can't build everything, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to come in there and you want to do something, if it's something that we can't partner with you on, we can direct you to other people who can also build with you. What's up, Zoe? The Zorenzo. He's an aspiring songwriter and artist. He's writing for top artists and stuff like that as well. And we be playing spades and shit. And he's running around the fucking spades world. What up, Daquan Jackson? me and Daquan Jackson. We in a whole other industry. That man's the biggest man in the dog game in the exotic bullies. If you ever heard about exotic bullies and you heard about all of those, even Frenchies and American bullies and stuff like that. Daquan Jackson is one of the biggest, people. And I partner with him because I'm an innovative person, and we throw some of the biggest dog shows in that space. But that's a whole other conversation. But my thing is, I've always been, somebody asked me to run for public office, and I'm not going to say who it is, right? had a debate with me one day about running for public office. Rock know who it is, right?
Bro.
And, and you would think, I'm not even going to say it because it probably would sound like I'm lying, but that's half of my life, right? And I said, no, I'm not running for public office. And he was like, man, what else? He said, man, you could be the mayor, or you could be the councilman or congressman and all of that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care for that. And he's like, well, what if you were the governor? I said, I don't really want to be the governor. And he's like, well, what if you were the president of the United States? And he said, there's nothing bigger than that. I was like, I don't want that either. And he was like, well, what do you? He said, why? I said, because I don't feel like it's broad enough. And he said, what do you mean? Well, what is it that you would like to be? And I was like, the UN. That's what one of my missions in life is. I don't want to be the boss.
Right.
I want to bring leaders together.
Right.
I don't want to lead brain dead people. I want to lead the leaders. Right. Not because they feel like they have to follow me, because I make so much fucking sense.
Right.
And we lack leaders. We lack leaders across the board in all different types of spaces, and it's time for real leaders to step up. It's time for real innovation to take place. It's time for people that have the answers to the questions, right, to step up. And listen, what is a leader? A leader is a person that has the answers to the question. What defines whether a leader is a good leader or a bad leader is over time how many of those questions turn out to be correct.
Right.
The reason why I've had an over 25-year successful career in this business is because I have a lot of correct answers. The proof is in the pudding. I don't have to say, there's things you could read, people that you could speak to that will speak for me, right? But I'm telling you right now, as it pertains to this particular situation, I want to step up and I want to take lead and I want to take the initiative to really push this, because I understand how important it is. It's probably the single most important thing that I've seen, as far as impact and communications and influence in the world since I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? And I've been here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? So this is I'm telling you right now, if you don't have these goggles, then you're tripping. If you think that you're a businessman and you want to control your business and you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to do something that you can tell your grandkids about that you were a part of, if you want to do something that's going to last, you hear people talk about, generational wealth. I've been talking about that shit since I was 12, right? But I'm a different type of motherfucker. I also had an employee at 12, right? So if you want to be a part of this new movement and really push this shit forward and really change your life and change the lives of the ones who come later, if you want to actually get your name written down on the page, the best chance you got is this motherfucking metaverse shit. I kid you not. Understand?
I of course I do. That's why I'm with you, man. And I appreciate you for allowing me to be part of the team, man, and knowing
you had to be a part of the team,
and confident to know what I could bring
are.
to the table, man. Yeah, man, and I can't wait. And there's a lot of people in here, like you said, man, a lot of motivators, a lot of creators, a lot of promoters. We all need to get together, and I need y'all to get with Rockstar. I need y'all to get with Dada World, and let's make things happen, man, because this is it right here, man. Everybody get yourself a goggle, get yourself the Oculus, or you could get the new Pro that's out right now. You could order them on Amazon. You could go to your local Walmart, Target, GameStop, go get your Oculus. The new Pro, I believe you need to order that online, correct? Or you could, I saw that Best Buy. Yeah, I saw that Best Buy. It's there. Yeah, it's definitely there. And guys, man, I thank y'all for coming through, man, and we having this talk and also getting ready for this Saturday at Club Kiss inside the docks of New Eden. That's inside the Horizon World. Please download the Horizon World and meet us at the docks of New Eden and meet us Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern at Club Kiss. And we're about to have the biggest party with your boy DJ Epps on the 1 and 2. Yo, Rock, anything you want to say before you get up out of here?
Kiss gang, what I bang.
Yo, follow my guy at One Rockstar, and can't forget my man at Dada Worldwide. Dada, man, you dropped a lot of gems, dropped a lot of knowledge. I appreciate you today, my brother.
I appreciate you. There's 800 and something people in here. There's been fluctuating 700, whatever it is. Listen, bro, go out there and go buy, 600, 500, 300 goggles, man. Get out there, buy the goggles, and invite and download Horizon Worlds and meet us in there. You know what I mean? Even if you don't come in there and fuck with us, get in there and fuck with whoever you see, man. Like, open up your mind and be a part of what's going on, because this is going to be the most monumental thing that we're going to go back and recall. We're going to recall in the future, you know, that we were a part of, you know, in my opinion.
Exactly. Guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight, man. And I'm going to catch up with y'all later. You know what we do and how we do it out here, man. Dada, Rockstar, I appreciate you, my brothers.
Oh, yo, everybody go get King Buck's single, Lifestyle drop.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, midnight, is coming out Friday the 11th. Lifestyle, King Buck, KINGGBUCC. Go fuck with that record.
There you go. There
and
you have it.
Fucking Domino's. Domino's is about to fucking launch in New Eden, and I'm gonna bust everybody's ass that wanna play Domino's. Come get your bone served to you. I'm gonna fix your business. Come on, play.
Oh, my man Dada's ready for them Domino's, man.
I'm
all
ready.
All my Haitians, deck our best. You already know. Oh, man. Everybody have a good night, man. I'm going to be tomorrow, Indie Thursdays, with Beamia in the building with me, and also my man, public adjuster, Mike God. We're going to talk to you about, you know, insurance and everything with the hurricane and your home and all that. All right, man. Everybody have a good night. Thank you, Dada, Run Rockstar. I'll see y'all later. Y'all bless. I'm going to leave you with my man E-Ray's new joint. It's called Ooh. All right? Word up. Brand new joint, E-Rain. Ooh, one. Woo! My joint right here, man.
Hey, yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate y'all having that Metaverse talk. Saturday, Club Kiss, Horizon World, the New Eden.
I've been on some killing shit. I know that you feeling it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know it's time we running in this bitch. I've been on some killing shit. I know that you feeling it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know it's time we running in this bitch. Ooh, I've been on some killing shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know it's time we running in this bitch. Ooh, I've been on some killing shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know it's time we running in this bitch. I'm sick of the fake. I'm sick of the lies. Wait, they smile on my face. What hate in their eyes. Wait, they tell me to fly. I hate when I rise. Wait, the closer I get, the more that they try. Hey, I've been on some killing shit. I know that you feel.
What she says?
Shit to think to quit. See, I'm really with the shit. Trying to knock me off my game. Had to practice on my aim. Bumps and bruises, all just losing.